I won't bless that guy, that son of a
that son of a that poor son, that poor son, that
son of a bitch. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pro Crastinators podcast, the only show where Ben Saint is here. Actually, that's completely incorrect, because we were on something else. We were on a different show.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't gonna mention it because fuck those guys.
Okay. Well, I still haven't mentioned it.
You mean the Proanon. You mean the Proanon cast.
Make sure to bleep that. So it's extremely secretive. And people ask questions and starts drama, and then people attack us in the streets.
They asked me to come on, and I was like, okay, I guess. And I was shocked to show up and see you and Tom there. Lol.
They had asked me. It was like, sure.
Yeah.
But we talked on that show the day before we were recording this one, and now we don't have anything to say.
Oh, I spent all my content. Us. I'll have to revisit all the same bullshit again. Ugh. What a nightmare for everyone, but especially me. Reliving the worst week of my entire life.
What was so bad about it?
Well, was it the worst week of my entire life? Probably not. Okay, I'll complain. I'll complain about some stuff. I got some. You know, we're both working on our secret projects, and I've been trying to work on mine, and I thought I was ready to post an update for my patrons on that. And that was like 2 weeks ago, and since then I have like hit a point where I'm like, it's not ready, but I have not made significant progress on it. I feel I've been hitting my head against a wall, and it hasn't. It's at a point where like it looks the same. Like I'll work on it, and then I'll look at it, and I'm like, it's the same. It didn't change, and I fucking can't stand it. I hate it. I'm learning to hate it, and it's very distressing.
Yeah, that feels like a lot of projects get to that point where the amount of work you put in does not anymore correspond to the amount of stuff that is new that you've made. Like when you're first starting anything, there's nothing there, and then suddenly there's something. The amount of difference is staggering, but every second you add something else, the increase is less and less impressive.
But I know what I want it to be, and I know that it isn't that yet.
And what you want it to be is good.
Good. I was working on it a little bit this morning. It's okay. It's fine. I just gotta get over it. I just gotta get over my shit with it and just fuck it. Just fuck it.
I was feeling a little. I wouldn't say bad. It was just sort of like I needed a bit of a break from my secret project. Not that I was gonna stop doing it, but like I wasn't managing everything very well. I needed like a time to like really think, because I jumped into it a little too quickly. I hadn't planned out everything exactly. I took a week off near the end of February to like figure it out. Like figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing, and now coming back in March, it's a little more clear the path to victory is. So I'm feeling
not me.
Right.
I stepped away from it for a little while, and then stepping back, I felt like lost.
Oh yeah,
like, what was I doing?
I didn't exactly step back from the project. I just stepped back from creation of the project and went into like a pre-production sort of like a I don't know, research phase. I was trying to like figure out. It's hard talking about this without explaining what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously a creative thing. People can probably gather that, and they can probably be like, well, there's only so many things it could be.
It's true.
They'll figure it out, and then I'll be like, oh, I can't excite anyone anymore. But that's fine. Nobody knows exactly what it looks like, and I think it's looking fucking sick right now. They're gonna be like, what?
Mine is looking. What's there looks good. It's just missing. It's missing some things that I wanted it to have, and uh,
Are you like working like totally by yourself, like no help at all on this?
yes, yes.
That seems like a recipe for having to learn new skills that you don't have.
No, no, I don't agree with that.
I mean, not
Skills
for
are
everything.
easy. Skills are easy.
Well, I mean, getting to a point in a skill where you can make the thing that you want in the way that you want it in a timely fashion takes a lot of time to get that skill. So, like, it's easier just to get a group of people.
I
That's
don't
how they
trust
make
anyone
everything.
else. I don't trust anyone else. Honestly, I think that anyone else working on it would just fuck it up, and I would just have to like undo whatever they did and tell them like, no, that's wrong. Do it again, or else just like accept their version of it. And I don't want to do that. I think it would make it worse and harder and longer. Uh, so I'm just fucking suffering through it on my own, and
I
it's gonna
mean,
be great. It's gonna be great.
I mean, maybe, but like, isn't Endless War sort of like mostly other people coded the bulk of it? Crack was like the backbone of the initial thing.
That's different. That's different. Endless War was an organic thing, and I had some ideas for it, but I was fine letting it sort of become whatever it was gonna be. This is not like that. This is like
Okay,
I know exactly what this is supposed to be.
so the
And I just
more
have to keep hammering away at it until it is exactly that.
so the more important it is, the less likely it will exist.
I don't I don't understand
Like
what you mean by that.
the less likely you are to accept help from others, the longer it'll take to get made. Because
It's not
you'll
that it's
I don't
it's
know
not that it's more important. It's just that my vision is particular.
stronger. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, yes, lol.
I was
Anyway,
thinking
I hate
about
it.
uh like Psycholonials. You've played that. I don't know how
Yeah,
much.
did you play it yet?
I bought it. I played chapter 1 and I'm liking it.
Nice.
It's comfy. It's
Nice.
like, you know, it's Hussey's writing style. It's a visual novel.
Yeah.
Um and that's pretty good. And it's like contemporary where it's no longer taking place in the infancy of the internet and it's a different like it's like 2020. It's in like coronavirus world. Uh and it's like, oh, dude, relatable. Haha. I know what it's like to
Mm-hmm.
have a phone and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's looking good. But I couldn't help but notice how shit the art looks the whole time. Like there's like one or two moments where it's like, oh yeah, cool. But like it's almost like why would I waste time making it look good when you're going to be reading anyway? I just need the very barest essential features of this character to be portrayed, and the rest you can figure out yourself. And
Yeah.
I was thinking about that because it's like it is
That's what
kind
I like
of
about it. I think that's good.
it's like Hussey's minimalist approach to Homestuck in a way as well, where like I don't want to
Yeah.
draw all that shit. I'll use a
But like
photograph
even
and
more.
I'll like copy paste the cathedral and make Prospect out of that instead
Yeah.
of drawing it, and it works great because you don't need it to be drawn entirely by the artist in order to get the gist of what it is. I'm like, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about that, like how he can do away with the visual aspects of a comic, um, when it's not necessary. That's
And like
cool.
it's good. It's good. I don't know. I'm really like Psycholonials so far. I'm on chapter 4. I just finished the newest one. And I think it's great. I'm excited for chapter 5. I don't want to I don't want to spoil it though. I don't want to spoil anything, so
No,
I won't go into details.
it's not the same
Um
universe as Homestuck, as far as I know, anyway.
no.
In fact, the main character is a like past fan or like a once was a fan of Homestuck.
Yeah, yeah. She mentions it once or twice.
She's got a Karkat on her wall.
There's yeah. I don't know. There's still mysteries. There's still questions that get raised in chapter 1 that I still don't have the answer to. But I mean, a lot.
I mean, yeah, I didn't really bring it up.
I've been recommending it to people.
Yeah, I didn't really
I
bring
feel
it
like
up to like talk about the plot or anything. It was just sort of interesting how like Hussey used to be like way back in trying to make quote unquote legitimate comic books with like pages and like drawings and whatever. With Whistles the Clown was a pretty cool big thing that he was doing. And then Homestead, or rather MS Paint Adventures, took it in a more like fast-paced, don't worry too much about like what it looks like, as you know, you can make up for the lack of visual flair with like GIFs and animations, because that's possible with the internet, and that's cool. And then that sort of it doesn't matter if it looks kind of bad compared to like an incredible illustration is, I don't know, it's sort of inspiring in a way. Because
it's awesome.
I made Bale Jape, and you know, I sometimes feel like that is kind of based in a few of the shittier panels where it's just cool stuff is happening and I like it. And then when it gets to the ending animation, I think I was a bit too much of a try-hard with making it look good. I drew too many frames and it took too long. And the end result is like not worth the time investment I put into it necessarily. It's still pretty cool. That way. But like,
I feel that way about some things that I've made that I'm like, why did I bother spending that much time on it? I think I kind of feel that way about the Slime and Punishment pseudo finale video. Like, I don't know, I could have done that one faster, but I also could have done it easier. I could have made it easier on myself. Probably didn't have to take as long as it did. And you know what? I think this new thing that I'm working on, I think that is sliding into the same territory of like, I probably could have done this easier. I just had a vision. It's got to look exactly like this. I know exactly what it looks like in my head, and it must be that. Even though it won't be, because it never is. Nothing you make ever looks exactly how you intended it to be.
Yeah, that was my secret. That was my secret ulterior motive in this discussion, was to get you to realize that maybe you're working too hard on something that you could cut corners on and it'll be fine. My
plan. I was thinking about this earlier. I think my plan with it is to basically release or basically show patrons the like most bare bones version of it, which is almost ready, and just think like anything that I could possibly cut it all, show the most basic version of it, get the reaction to it, and then decide like, okay, what do I like need to add, and what can I just leave on the cutting room floor and have it still be like a functional thing that people would still appreciate. It's I'll spoil what it is if I go too much into like what things I have started to question, like, do I need to add that? Do I need to add that? But you know, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like my desire to make the Clarissa Gunsmoke comic, I still sort of intend to finish that because I wrote the ending of it, but it being like a physical comic that you could print out in like an A4, you know, like normal comic book shape. Yeah. You could have it and you put it on your wall, not on your wall, on your shelf. Like that is like a limitation that is entirely just because, like, there's no reason for it to be like that at all. There's so many more formats that it could be. I just wanted to do that because I hadn't done it yet. And now that I've tried to do it, Um, it's kind of annoying trying to get it to fit, even though it's like a cool skill to have to like make it work. When it works really well, there's like a few pages I'm really proud of how it flows, where your eye moves from thing to thing, and it's good to learn
Yeah.
those things. But like, I don't need it to be like a comic book shaped comic. I
Yeah.
could do it however I like. I could make it a Twitter comic where there's with just like a panel every day or something strange like that. I could make
I
it look
mean, if
really
it's
shitty. I could draw it using a crayon. I could there's no reason the lines have to be smooth. There's no reason there has to be like half tone little dots. There's
yeah, I
just
mean that's all, those are
nothing.
all limitations for the print medium. If it's designed to be read on the internet, or if it will primarily be read on the internet, then yeah, what's the point?
I mean, I like the idea of printing it off just because
Yeah,
the internet feels. It used to feel like everything would be on the internet forever, but as the longer I have existed, the more I've realized that it's only like it only exists for as long as the servers are up or the website doesn't change or like, the URLs
yeah,
are still functioning. So I
yeah,
prefer everything that I ever make to at least become physical at some point so that it
yeah.
can't ever be completely lost. But of course, physical stuff can still get lost. It's just sort of everything's temporary and it sucks. When I was a
Uh,
youngster, I always thought things would last. They don't.
I am really looking forward to after I finish this thing, then I have a little bit more to do to finish Slime and Punishment, and then I'm gonna make a book out of it. And it's gonna look great. It's gonna look so good.
I was
And it's not even
working.
gonna be that hard.
I was working on making like a
Huh?
Bell Jape book,
Yeah.
but it was just sort of like, I don't know. Is this stupid?
Everything's stupid.
Yeah, but like, is it really stupid? Like, is it? I don't know. It's the
Uh
same thing with like the time wasting. Like, I'm placing all the panels in there, and I'm like copying and pasting the things and making each page look nice. And I got like, I don't know, 40 pages in, and I was like, this is looking alright, but like, who cares about Belljape that much enough to buy a book? I don't even know if I do. It'll be cool, but like, it'll be cool
I
that
would
if
like a
it
book of
exists,
it. I
but
don't
like,
know. I would probably buy one. Depending, I mean, I'd probably buy one for like
for a joke,
maybe
for a laugh.
I don't know how many pages would it be?
Um, because of the gifs and the animation, I think it might be like 200 pages.
I would buy one of those. I would buy a book of it for I don't know, maybe $30, 35 something. I don't know how much a book costs.
Yeah, I was looking at
Uh,
this like a while ago. Like the type of paper to use for a paperback or hardback. Probably a paperback would be much nicer.
mm,
Just like a square Homestuck shaped book in the same way that
yeah,
Homestuck makes their book versions.
yeah,
I could still do that. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. I am pretty preoccupied with my secret project. Once my secret
yeah.
project gets to a point where I can announce what I was working on, then that ball could be rolling into the future, and then I can sort of, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things constantly going on. I feel like I
Mm.
can only work on one project at a time. But if you would like a Bale Jape book, please say I would like a Bale Jape book in all caps in the comments, and I will see how many people.
I have been I've been frustrated with progress on the thing. And I can't even procrastinate with Noida anymore. I don't even like Noida. I'm sick of it. I hate it. It's just frustrating. So I guess I'm looking forward to streaming that on Wednesday, like we said we would do.
Oh
Uh
yeah.
I can't. I don't know now. Like a couple weeks ago, I would be like, "Oh, I don't want to work anymore. I'm gonna be naughty. I'm gonna play some Noida." Now I'm like, I can't look at this. I can't look at my work anymore. I have to do something else. I need Noida, and I boot it up, and then I'm like, oh god, but I hate this. This is torture. I don't even like this anymore.
I know the feeling where you've played a game for long enough that you're like, I'm legitimately not interested in playing this anymore, but I've made a habit of it, and I'm booting it up yet again. Yeah. Gee, this sucks. This sucks. This is so boring. I wish I was at work. I wish I was working a 9 to 5 right now.
Sometimes I wish I worked a 9 to 5. It would just be so easy. There would be nothing at stake. You just clock in, you fuck around, you follow instructions for 9 hours, and then you leave. Oh, but I'd probably get COVID, though, because I'd have to go out into the world. So, never mind. I don't wish that.
I wish I had a 9 to 5 digging graves.
Ooh, that's tempting. That's tempting. Oh god, I wish I worked minimum wage so that I could get that fucking $15 an hour stimmy.
That didn't go through though, did it?
No, it didn't go through. It didn't go through because those eight fucking demons voted against it. Including the first openly bisexual senator serving in the Congress.
Who was that?
Absolute girl boss.
Was it the lady
Kristen
who
Cinema?
The
one who did the one who did the cute little curtsy and the thumbs down, like
the cute little fuck the poor, haha.
No thanks, essential workers.
Does she have an argument for that? Would it be something like, oh, 15's too much, we should be 14, and no thanks?
To my knowledge, no. She made like a tweet that was like an image with like a paragraph explaining like how much she cares about like the little guy, but I don't think it like explained like, actually, I think that we need to we need to give subsidies to businesses instead of raising the minimum wage. I don't think it had like a thesis statement or anything.
Maybe so it's just like pretending to be good. Classic.
I think it was basically just like, nah, guys, nah, I do care though. Haha, in spite of everything, I promise. It's funny. It's funny. It's really funny when legislation gets denied. It's a very popular proposal. I think it's like 67% of people support it. But some fucking Congress people are like, nah, though.
Why is this allowed to I mean, like, I know, like, it's complicated getting people in office and out of office, but I feel like if the majority of people, or like the majority of someone's who, you know, they vote for a senator or whatever for their place, state, I don't fucking know, they vote for them, and then they get elected, and then they do something that the majority of the people who voted for them do not want, and that's fine. They can just vote in someone else. But like for that one moment that they voted and they waited, and then the senator they elected didn't do the thing they wanted, that's not representing the people, but they can't do anything about it until the next election.
The fucked up thing is that she and like most of the other, or at least several of the other people that voted against it, like were on record, like on Twitter and stuff, as being like pro raising the minimum wage. Like they said they were for it, and then they voted against it.
Yeah, so
it's really fucked up.
Like if anybody voted for those people to get them elected on the assumption that they could get the minimum wage raised, they've been lied to. But the voter has no power to like protest. They can write an angry letter, I guess, but the vote is passed.
Just have to wait until the next cycle.
They just have to. They have to wait, and then like, okay, are you gonna vote against minimum wage again? And it's like, no, I'm gonna vote to increase it.
I'll do it this time. I promise.
And then it doesn't happen. They vote against it again, or it doesn't even come up, or something.
One of my favorite posters, Posadas Trap God, got banned from Twitter because he told Senator Cinema that she should jump into a volcano, and that was against the terms of service. That's that. I mean, that's just too violent. That's just too like. That's so abusive. And she's just a simple bisexual woman trying to live her best life as a girl boss. You can't go. That's violence against women to tell a senator that she should jump into a volcano.
Have you seen the temperature of magma? I mean, what the fuck? That's so hot.
It's high. It's high. Distressingly so. Oh man. That guy. That stupid piece of shit, Devtrospective, aka the short fat otaku, aka Sargon's toady.
Is that a guy you had a thing on with Twitter a little bit ago?
Like several months ago, I think I had a fight with him on Twitter. He was the guy who I correctly identified that he was like regurgitating Sargon shit, and then he wouldn't drop it. He kept like laughing at me like, haha, you keep talking about Sargon, that means that Sargon lives in your head rent free. Yes, in fact, I am close personal friends with Sargon, and I message him directly, and I message him to tell him that haha, Ben Saint knows who he is, that means he wins. But it's you, Ben, in whose head he lives rent free, you fool. He showed up in response to me saying something disparaging to Senator Cinema, to say like it was funny, and by which I mean it was infuriating. He was like, haha, rack up another L, lefty. And the strange part is like, that guy hates Democrats. He thinks that like the Democrats are bad. So he showed up to laugh at the Democratic voters like me, or so he thought, on the basis that the Democrats did what he wants, because he hates the minimum wage and wants there to be no minimum wage at all. He wants to lower the minimum wage, not raise it. And the Democrats did what he wants, and to him, that means that the Democrats have failed and are bad. And he was there to make fun of them for it. So I don't really get the angle there.
The angle is,
hate that guy.
The angle is, haha, I get to laugh at people who didn't get something they wanted.
He thinks the Dems are so despicable, and yet he is more like them than I am. He and they want the same things, so I don't know I don't know why he thinks he's so fucking high and mighty.
I think he's just maybe happy that something triggered the left, triggered the libs. Something owned the libs, and he was like, aha, now I like that.
Haha, I am not owned. I make slightly more than minimum wage, and therefore I will only laugh. Haha. What a fucking bitch. What a stupid fuck. I fucking hate that guy. My blood boiled. I saw him show up in my Menchies, and immediately my blood starts boiling. I'm like, this fucking mutant. This fucking blight on humanity is back. Back to torment me from the beyond the grave. It never ends. I guess okay. Speaking of Twitter, I wanna talk about getting canceled for being racist.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I was very racist. No, I don't think I was being racist. But people thought I was racist because a guy, actually I think they're non-binary, a black person, artist on Twitter said, if you draw, well, they were talking about characters with like the big lips, right? Characters with big lips
that were like derived from blackface, right? Mostly in Japan, because Japan's a little backwards, I guess.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't really understand, because like it's not like it's only black people they draw this way. Like they draw Japanese people. Like the guy in what's it called?
I know the guy you mean, the big boyfriend man.
No, not big boyfriend man.
There's
What
like
the
a
fuck are you talking about?
there's a show where there's like big Japanese man and he's like in lovey-dovey relations with this girl. It's just a romantic, cute show.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's not. I was thinking of the editor from
Oh,
what's the one where they
Bakuman.
Bakuman. Yeah, the editor from Bakuman. Like he's not black, he's Japanese. But I guess okay, whatever. This artist said like, "Hey, don't draw characters like this. If you want to draw fan art of them, draw them different." And then they showed like two examples. One was basically just no lips, and the other one was like Steven Universe lips. And we're like, here's two examples of how to draw them. And then and they showed like, Usopp drawn that way, and I was like, I think that's irritating because I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I think it's a weird reaction to be like the fan artists need to like do something about this. Like fan artists must simply don't draw the character how they appear in the media. I don't know. I didn't agree with it. And I said it was bad. And
Yeah.
people said, that's racist, Ben. And I said, oh shit, I shouldn't have
Well,
waded into this
well,
discourse.
I agree with your general premise that it is weird to expect that of fan artists because they're just drawing characters the way they look. But the way you said you expressed your discontent with this like perspective was the cringe moment, the cringe compilation snap.
Yeah, I don't blame anyone for getting mad at me. I think it was I should have expected it. I was asking for it. What I said was what did I say?
It says
I said
no.
ACAB includes art cops. Like don't be an art cop. Like you're being an art cop by policing what people draw. Which was an inflammatory way of phrasing it, and people were annoyed. People didn't like it, and like, yeah, I get it. I was being a dick. And so for like a whole day, my menchies were just like, but some of those people were shit. Some of those people were just being unreasonable. Like the white people. There were too many white people in there. Trying to cape, trying to attack me for it, and fuck all those people. Those people were wrong. And there were a few people saying like, you need to pay money for this. Here is my Cash App. Send me money. And I thought that was funny, and of course, I didn't do that. But I wonder if like that works. Several people were on some bullshit of like, oh, this guy made a tweet. I'm gonna 1, call him racist, and 2, demand that he pay either me or some black people I know. And does that work? Do people?
I mean,
do
I guess
that?
if somebody says something like out and out completely racist and they mean it, they wouldn't donate after saying it.
Obviously.
So it would only
work.
It would only work for people who slip up slightly on accident and then they feel bad and maybe they do that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But I never feel bad. I can never be made to feel guilty enough to pay money for anything. So it doesn't work on me. They were very disappointed. Yeah, I think I've been thinking about it since then, and I think that the original tweet, I can interpret it in a way that I completely agree with, which is just like as advice or like how to avoid drawing a racist character design. Like you can simply draw them a different way, and like I would say, yeah, you sure can, and that's fine and good and thumbs up. So there, in that case, there was no need for me to criticize this person. And even if I interpret it in like the least charitable way, even if I decide like, oh no, this person was saying nobody should ever draw it like this, and if you draw it like that, you're a bad person and you're racist, right? Like even if they were saying that, which they weren't, honestly, their tweet was like very polite and like
Yeah.
pretty moderate. So it wasn't even like that. But even if it were like that, it's not like this person has any power to like make anyone draw anything any particular way, so it still wouldn't have really warranted me like getting upset about it. So the
Yeah.
whole thing was a mistake and stupid,
The
and I would
most
not do it again if I could go back. I would undo it if I could. Lol.
Well, the only way to undo it is to pay up.
pay all black artists. So someone told me, just pay every black artist. Okay.
How many could there be?
There can't be.
It can't be that many.
12?
It'll be easy.
15, perhaps? Lol. So that was a nightmare. That ruined my day. What was that like? That was like last Thursday or something? I don't know. I eventually had to mute that whole thread because I just was like, I can't keep dealing with this. I don't want to see any more of these replies, and every time I see a reply, I'm tempted to sarcastically respond to it, and like that's only making things worse.
Yeah,
and I must stop myself.
You were going into
that.
like Ben Saint Twitter mode, sarcastically replying to a lot of the people who did not know who you were or what you were like, and just thought, based on what you were saying, that this guy is a racist and doesn't believe. Like I saw a lot of people who were like confused, and they thought your use of ACAB was like disparaging.
Sarcastic. They thought it was sarcastic. Yeah, like I was making fun of ACAB. Like, no, I'm totally ACAB.
It was a very confusing moment. All around.
Very
but mostly you.
Mostly me. A couple of people saw the Phantom Horn MAGA hat DC Riot drawing that I did,
funny.
and that was pretty funny. They were like, "Oh my god, this guy's like he's one of those conservative bronies. He's one of those Trumper bronies." It's like, lol. I wish that would have been epic. Unfortunately, no. Lol. So you know, that's two things that were bad this week. I'm sure I could think of more. Nope.
Well, that's not so bad then.
I guess it's pretty good. I don't know. How are you? How are you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The week has been. It's just been. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
God, this sucks.
You know what? I'm complaining about this rut that I've been in with the project, but I think like yesterday I finally started to climb out of it. I think yesterday I actually got I got more done yesterday than I had like for a few weeks. And so I think, and then again today I'm like, okay, I've made a little bit of progress again. So I think I'm finally like climbing out of it a little bit. Wait a minute. One last thing that's fucked up. The hot water in my house is broken. I have no hot water as of today. I'm hoping that gets fixed soon. If it doesn't, that would suck really bad. But I guess we'll see. I hope I don't have to like heat up my bath water on the stove. That would be unfortunate.
How cold is it over in Boston right now?
Like outside, I don't know. It's pretty cold. I mean, the water is icy. The water coming out of the shower is just terrible. Medford, Massachusetts temperature. It is 37 degrees, so a little above freezing. It's chilly. It's getting warmer though. It hasn't snowed in a while.
I feel a little stupid because, like, you know, we come on the PCP. You know, it's me. But my last week has been very monotonous. Regardless of progress I've made on my secret project. It's like I work on that. I was doing some stuff that I can't talk about. Lamau. Then at the end of the day, I checked the Bitcoin, Bitcoin went down. Oh, Bitcoin goes up. That's nice.
Oh.
Bitcoin goes up and down, and then I look at it and I'm like, well, if it's gone down, well, it should go up soon. When it's going up, but it's gonna go down some point. Like that's just every day. My musings on Bitcoin is just one or the other. And I'm just looking at it, and it's just like I'm just living like a dull life.
Oh, are you like obsessively checking it?
Not obsessively checking it. It's just sort of like a thing I've fallen into. Like at the end of the day, I wonder whether it's done well today. Oh, it has. Oh, it hasn't. Oh well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then like at the middle of the night, me and my brother will go downstairs and watch 2 more episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and that's been epic.
The last time I had some Bitcoin, I was checking it obsessively, and it was really bad. And I was like watching it constantly. This time, it's not like that. I check it like a couple times a day. Just look at it and like, oh, that's the number, okay. And it's fine. And it's going to the moon. It's going to the moon.
Yeah, honestly, the crypto hype has worn off. I'm not terribly interested in what happens unless it goes really big, and then I'm like, oh, I suddenly have a little more money. That's nice. But if it doesn't ever do that ever again, ever in the whole existence, then I'll just probably not notice, and I'll be like, whatever.
I'm gonna be watching it for a little bit because, you know, they cut the 15 minimum wage, but they did pass the stimmy, so stimmy checks are gonna be going out probably in the next couple weeks. So I'm gonna watch that. I saw people saying on Twitter today, like, you make sure you put all your fucking stimmy into Bitcoin because that's going to the moon and fiat currency is a thing of the past. And I'm rubbing my hands like, yes, the plan is all coming together. I'm gonna stick with it. I think it's gonna work out. It is at 5. It is just hovering right around 50K right now. It is like just bouncing around. Is it 50? It is exactly 50,000.1 right. 50,000 even. Oh, 49996. No, it's going down. No, it's actually dropped quite a bit since the episode started. But it's been going up this week, so it's fine. There was a good comment. There's a good comment on last week's episode. Now I gotta find it. It made me chuckle. It was about crypto.
Was it like do the opposite of Ben Saint and you will make money?
Somebody said that, and that's true. Except this time. This is the time. Oh, here it is. Marek24. Ah, yes, it's time for my favorite podcast, the Pro Crastinators podcast. I'm supposed to be trading right now, but I'm not trading. I'm fucking crying. GameStop is soaring. Bitcoin is dying. True. Too true. I gotta
real.
Kick out of it. Too real. Well, voicemails?
I guess so. I mean, I feel like I could have had maybe more to say. It was that damn Proanon cast. They bled us dry with their asking of questions about stuff.
They bled us dry, but also, I mean, I went on there to complain about Trixie, which is something that I want to keep like limited a bit here on this show. I don't want to do too much of that. So if I were gonna continue on that train, I guess I could, but like I don't want to on the PCP anymore. Like that's fine. I've said enough about it. So
I mean, I guess
it's fine.
The interesting thing that episode they basically had us on to talk about the anniversary of Radcon 4, which I think was then or is at some point because it's March now.
It's this month.
It's sometime this month.
Is it the end? Is it the end of March? I don't even remember. It's like
I forget the exact like dates that we were here. Um,
Hmm.
but it's in March, and it's been a
Hmm.
year. And I guess,
Hmm.
the things we said on that show, the same that we would say here. Um,
More or less.
which is, please don't kill us. Please, we're trying to get the stuff out as fast as we can.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about the other stuff. I don't feel bad about the stuff that we haven't released yet because it's. I've said this already. I don't want to delve too deep into it, but it makes sense. Like the final the OVA, like it's got work. It's got work in it, and like it's people are gonna like it. Even if people don't like it, people will at least nod and go, "I understand why that took a year." um oh, I gotta make a beach background.
You do.
I gotta draw a beach. I tried and I failed, so I gotta
Well,
try again.
did you use the wrong color for the sea and it was piss water?
I I just I opened up like a photograph of a nice sparkly beach, and I tried kind of like painting it, and it just looked like shit, and I just trashed it and was like, I'll try again tomorrow. It just didn't look. The water looked like goo. I don't know. It
Yeah,
looked
what is hard
opaque.
to paint?
It is. I'm no landscape artist. I'm not like super good at painting like a sunset on the sea. It's not really my forte. Mm, mm. But you should just steal photographs.
No.
Just steal photographs. Like what are they gonna do about it? What's anyone gonna do about it?
They're gonna
Sue
say
us?
no. It's not that. It's just gonna look worse.
Oh. Yeah, that would be bad. You say that, but I don't know
And I,
if
and I say it because I mean it.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't know if my drawings would be any good. I mean, I guess they'll be fine.
Ben, you're
My
good at drawing. What are you
my
saying?
my the beach background on the Radcon 4 poster, it looks okay because it's like mostly hidden. I went in and I took the figures out of the foreground to just have the background, only to realize that the only like the very edges of the drawing are complete, and like the middle behind everyone is just like smut it's just like smudges and blotches, and it's like nothing. It's like nonsense garbage. And I was like, and I realized like, oh shit, I don't actually have like a drawing here. I just kind of worked around the edges to create the approximation of a drawing of a beach. Now I have to actually do one.
I mean,
Too
I don't know.
hard.
It's not that hard. It's just like you get a rectangle of sky, and you get a rectangle of a little thin rectangle of ocean,
You
and then
gotta
you get sand on the bottom.
I was looking at a photograph, and the line where the sand meets the water, I was looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, water is clear. What the fuck? Like I can like see the sand through the water, and like the only indication of the end of the water is just like a very slight like white line. But then it's sort of like the blueness kind of like it creeps in as like you get a little further from the water
I
line. It
think
sort of mutates into blue very very gradually, and I tried to like approximate that, and I think it ended up looking like a lagoon. Like the water wasn't sparkly enough. The water was too
I
like
think
just kind of
you've
looked
got
like
to
thick
look.
blue ooze, and I was like, no, this is garbage trash.
You've got to look. I mean, it's an anime thing, so just look at what anime does. How do they get
You know,
by the limitations of having to draw it all?
you know, that's a way better idea than trying to copy like a photograph. Because it's supposed to look like an anime. Oh my god, it's so obvious. So simple and clean. Um, I'm gonna Google it right now. Anime beach. Why don't I just steal this? Just steal this. What's even the point? What's even the point of making anything original? Literally, there's none.
No, yeah, I can't think of anything.
No, not a damn thing. Some of these don't even look real. Some of these, I'm sure these look fine, like in a show when you're not paying attention to the background, but scrutinizing them, it's like that's not a beach. This is a mere facsimile of a beach. This is just colors on canvas. This is just an arrangement of pixels meant to approximate an image of a vista one might see in nature. What the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lol. I don't know. Fuck art. Fuck art is what I'm saying. Voicemails?
Yeah, let's voicemails.
Let's fucking voicemail. Hopefully some of them will distract us from this nightmare. Okay. It looks like the first one this week is called Ass Blast at Last. 3, 2, 1, go.
The last samurai is right back. Hello, American conservatives. My name is Genki Fuji. I'm a Japanese journalist and an author of more than 70 books on international relations.
I know this.
I run online world
there was a Japanese man who was part of the Republican something
President
CPAC.
Trump fought against Chinese communists in order to protect
what is CPAC?
The entire free world. President Trump is a real American samurai. I want to make U.S.-Japan alliance stronger.
So this is like
solid friendship with real American patriots.
This is some bullshit. This is some real world horseshit.
It's like a Japanese man doing samurai moves and saying, "I love a President Trump," and then he does the Kawasaki scrolls or something.
Was he doing like sword moves?
Yeah, he was doing like the real American samurai or something. It's like, okay.
Oh wow,
that was pretty funny.
So cool. I need a
Republican samurai. So like, I wonder if
Republican samurai. Yeah,
I wonder if like they're affiliated with the Kawasaki clan.
The Kawasaki clan. God, I hope not. If they were, that would explain why I ran away and betrayed them. Next voicemail is called Ben is Cancelled. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wake up. Check Twitter. Ben is canceled.
Yeah.
Good.
No, I'm uncancelable. I'm uncancelable. There was one person, a white person, by the way, who retweeted me saying like Ben Saint is a racist and a homophobe and an ableist because he says the N-word and many other slurs in the Tails Gets Trolled lecture. And they tweeted the Tails Gets Trolled lecture timestamped to when I talk about the words of power. And I was like, well, I've made my bed, time to lay in it. But it got like 8 likes, so whatever.
Did they know about your video beforehand, or did they get mad about the Twitter drama and then go watch your content to find stuff like that?
I don't know. Yeah, like they would have had to watch like a full 2-hour video to find that.
I do wonder, because it doesn't seem that ridiculous that somebody would like find somebody freshly cancelled or like freshly on the cusp of being destroyed online, and then just click on their social media links, look at their stuff for the purposes of like adding fuel to the fire. I don't think that's like that out of the question for some people to do.
No, but I would be surprised if they sat through a whole lecture.
Same.
Looking for it though.
So I don't know.
And this person was then like they made another post afterwards that was like, I didn't really understand it, but it was funny. It was like someone just blocked me and I don't appreciate, like, I wish you would have the decency to just tell me if you're gonna block me, because it's so nerve-wracking and it's so upsetting to me because I don't know why it's happening. And I don't know like who blocked them or anything, or even if it had anything to do with that post. But I thought it was pretty funny that they would try and cancel me like that and then get like so upset that someone they don't know blocked them. I don't know. It was a funny moment.
I guess if you embroil yourself in that sort of culture, or where people get like burned at the stake online on Twitter, that you'd be terrified if you were the one in the line of fire there, because you know what it's like to burn someone else. You can imagine your own angry mob because you are one of another.
That person's avatar was hideous. Just like very, very off-putting for various reasons. I just want to say fuck you. Your avatar is ugly, stupid. Lol. Okay, next voicemail is called Sniper King. 3, 2, 1, go.
I completely understand not liking the idea of deeming some art unacceptable, but as a black man, and one of your likely very few black listeners, I will say that I am disappointed. You can't call a black person an art cop for very reasonably asking people to not draw characters with racist features. Like, that shit makes you very questionable. It got worse when instead of apologizing for misgendering someone in the replies, you just told them you'd never read a bio. Like, come on.
I don't feel bad about that.
You keep saying that you didn't say anything racist, but it's not your explicit words that made people think that. It's that your reaction was to defend artists drawing racist caricatures, which they should be smart enough not to do, even if Usopp's lips really do look like that. Re-examine some shit, man, because that whole thing made your advocacy look just a little bit on the performative side.
Wait,
and don't say Negro.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I partially agree with that. I don't feel bad about the bio thing. I didn't read that person's bio. I didn't know they were non-binary. I don't feel bad that I accidentally called them she. I don't care. I
think that in that instance you didn't say the word sorry, so they assumed that you were like...
I wasn't sorry. I don't feel bad about it.
About misgendering someone accidentally?
I really don't. Like, yeah, I made a mistake, but I don't... I don't think it matters.
Well, it probably matters to them. I think that's the point, isn't it?
It doesn't matter to them. They were there. This was that same person. with the ugly avatar. You think it really hurt their feelings that me, who they were there to call out for being racist?
Well, I mean, I think
didn't know that their gender.
It's not that, like, in any individual situation, maybe somebody doesn't have a problem with it. It's just the idea that, as a rule, you should probably do it just in case they do have a problem, or they would feel sad, because it's some people feel very strongly about that.
I should have just said nothing. Which, okay, I do agree. I do agree that calling them an art cop over the not wanting people to draw racist caricatures, I do agree that was foolish of me, and I don't stand by that. So I'm with you there. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for your voicemail, sir. Lol. Sorry. Yeah, I feel pretty stupid about the whole thing. I hope not too many people made voicemails about it.
I can see one that might be about it.
Okay, that's cool. Next one is called Kringus Bingus 6. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, It's me, Cringy Fingers, back after a little break. It's good to be back. Well, my cream this week is that I think 2 weeks ago now, Ben mistook some random voicemail caller who just happened to say Kring and Bing for me, and it wasn't me. He didn't sound anything like me. He did not sound a single thing like Kringus Bingus, and it made me very offended that Ben did not. Ben thought that someone else was me, because I thought me and you were very good friends, Ben. So I would like you to apologize, and I will accept your apology, and we will continue being friends.
Oh my god.
What I binged.
Sorry, Kringus Bingus.
And what I've been binging is I've been binging The Sopranos, the HBO show from like the 2000s. It's actually really good. It has a lot of emotion and drama, and it builds this web of these characters who all lead very intriguing or dangerous lives, and it has a lot of heart, and it's about family, and it's about obligation that people think that they have. And it's a very smart show. I would recommend it to anyone. You can torrent it. You don't have to have HBO. You can torrent it.
Yes. Sopranos.
Kringus Bingus is out. Goodbye.
Probably. Okay, goodbye.
Sopranos
Thanks for recommending The Sopranos, Kringus Bingus. I am so glad to know that it's good.
It's got a good intro song. You listen to that and you're like, well, I want to listen to that again. The episode itself is like, whatever. Tony Soprano going, hey.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. Okay, next one is Kringus Bingus bonus episode 2. Wow. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, it's Kringus Bingus with a bonus episode.
But how do I know it's Kringus Bingus? Just because he says he's Kringus Bingus.
I've been cringing at for a while, for a few weeks actually, that I've been cringing about is everything that Trixie is doing. Everything Trixie is doing right now. Not only
pretty cring,
did she take all of her videos down from her channel.
Yeah.
She didn't give everybody the allotted time frame that she said she was gonna give them to do it, and then a lot of people didn't have videos that they wanted. So it's everybody's mad about that, and also not releasing the Boney lecture. You can just give it to the backers as as backer content, or you could just release it. It's whatever you want to do, really. But I think that you should put it up there, because even though it wasn't explicitly promised in the Radcon for Kickstarter, everybody expected it, and you didn't make it clear that it wasn't backer content. So I think it's weird not to release it. And you should release it because everybody wants to see it.
I agree 100%.
Kringus Bingus out. Goodbye.
Hey, that was a pretty good bonus episode, Kringus Bingus. I like that one.
Was that 2 Krings and no Bing? Or was it just one Kring? No, it was 2 Krings.
I think it was multiple items under the umbrella of a single Kring category.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it was just a Kring, but a fairly broad and robust Kring. Okay, next one is called. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. This one's called "Racist Ben Strikes Back." 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I knew it. Ben was racist the entire time.
I'm sorry. I feel stupid. I'm stupid on Twitter. Lol. I see that there's another one coming up called Sniper King 2, and these were all released on the same day. So that one's going to be great. I hope that one doesn't make me feel even worse about the things I said. Okay, next one is called Bwert Co-op. This is Ben's weekly reminder to catch up on One Piece. Number 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nah, but in all seriousness, though, Ben, you're totally right on Twitter. It's a shame you're getting ratioed by these absolute brainlets. Like,
I'm not totally
what do they
right.
expect to do with their claims and shit? What do we do? Just not draw Usopp anymore? Just because he looks racist? It's a racist caricature or something? No, that's literally bullshit. Anyways, it's your weekly reminder to catch up on One Piece, Ben, if you haven't already. I know that it's been soiled a little bit, you might want to say, but just do it, fam.
No.
Thanks.
No.
Bye.
No, I always knew Usopp was racist, and that's why I liked it from the very beginning.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I like Usopp. He's my favorite. This is stupid, but I always associated myself with Usopp just because he has curly hair, and so do I.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that. Somebody asked me, what did I say? Was it on the PCP that someone asked who was the best? No, it was in my Discord. Someone asked me who was the worst Straw Hat. And I said probably either Nami or Chopper. What do you think?
You know, these days, probably Chopper. Because he has become entirely a mascot and with no interesting anything. And it sucks to see. It's not Chopper's fault, but he's been relegated to cutesy face that does nothing.
Yeah, okay. So I guess that doesn't change. That was the case back where I left off as well. I guess Nami does some stuff.
Nami has
Chopper's
moments.
probably worse. Chopper's probably become worse than Nami at this point.
Nami had her joke that that all the Straw Hats have their joke, and Nami's was like, "I love money. I'll do something for you, but you have to pay me a lot of money." And that got boring, and seems to have been dropped as a thing she does.
Yeah.
The other characters have funnier jokes that have stuck, like Zoro constantly losing direction, and I don't even think Chopper does the hiding on the wrong side of the door thing anymore, which is upsetting.
that was like his whole thing.
It's his best trait.
I mean, he still does the thing where what's his thing? It's that if you compliment him, he gets shy, but also gets really rude about it.
Yeah, he's really aggressively bashful.
Yeah, aggressively bashful. Lol. Is it so I have a year's worth of One Piece to catch up on. Is it good? Am I gonna enjoy myself?
Yeah, there's lots to love. I'm really enjoying it right now.
Would it be spoiler to ask, are they still in Wano?
It depends on where you are in Wano right now, but
they had I was pretty early on in Wano is where I left off.
Okay. I mean, Wano was built up to be a big arc, and they're still in there.
Okay. I thought so. Yeah. I want to catch up on One Piece, but I want to finish my fucking thing. But finishing my fucking thing is so hard, and I hate it. But if I do anything else, I'll hate myself even more.
Do the thing, Ben.
Okay. You're right. Just got to do the thing. Next voicemail is called PCP Adjacent Discords. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, just wondered if you know of any PCP adjacent Discord servers you could tell me about that aren't Endless War, and that I don't even care if they're hidden behind a paywall. I joined this art community because it had a really active voice chat, but everybody always treats me like I'm crazy. I ask, hey, do you guys think Loomis is a meme? And a room full of artists just sound baffled. What the fuck is Loomis? You mean the truck company? No, the construction method. I'm sure Ben knows what Loomis is.
Of course I know Loomis.
And yeah, I need friends who know what I talk about.
That's... okay.
A good one for art specifically is the Quick Draw server. That's pretty active.
The Quick Draw Saloon, I mean, I haven't looked at it in a while. Is it still active?
Yeah, people post their art, and respond. Tom posted something quite recently, actually. That's pretty cool. Little 3D model. But yeah, it's a pretty thriving community of artists who can talk to each other about cool shit, and it came from the PCP Drawcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that seems probably like exactly what this guy is looking for, so I guess I'll just second that and say the Quick Draw Saloon is still around. Just being itself. Okay, here's the one I'm dreading. Next one is Sniper King 2 Damage Control. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
I realize my last voicemail may have been too hasty, too harsh for what this was. It's been a rough year for my people, you feel? Shit is touchy. If a character isn't black or black coded, it is reasonable to say that even if they have those same features that are reminiscent of black caricatures, they are divorced enough from that context. That's whatever. I still think with a character like Usopp, it should be on anyone who draws him to know that that shit isn't right. I don't care if that's his canon appearance. People should be smarter than to draw his lips like that. I love listening to you guys. Keep just being cool. Y'all are my favorite podcast. Right after the Pizza Party podcast.
Nice. Okay. I guess I'm just curious then. Like I don't even disagree that like the way that Usopp looks is kind of racist. Like I think that like yeah, it probably is and it makes sense. But like I mean I'm assuming that if you don't want people to draw him that way, that would it also be good if like Oda stopped drawing him that way? Like if Oda redesigned him, and like maybe that would be good, but also I know it won't happen. So I don't know. Maybe that's what people should. Like I said, I don't feel like I was completely justified in getting all huffy about it. I feel, you know what, is very awfully considerate. Awfully considerate of this guy to even be like, maybe I was too hard on Ben. I don't think you were. I don't think you were too hard on me, my guy, but thanks.
Yeah. I mean,
touchy. It's touchy.
You know, Twitter drama aside, the idea of fan artists drawing characters that are inspired from a artistic style that is racist is an interesting question, because it's not an obvious like just don't draw them, because like I don't know if I see a fan art of Usopp, there's nothing about that leads me to the conclusion that the artist is a racist person in any way. And I don't know whether like One Piece is overwhelmingly popular,
them, right? But like it's not about the artist. It's about like, you know, if this it's about the depiction. And if the depiction is based in this like stereotype.
Okay.
Then, like,
well, I guess that's why it's an interesting question, cuz like One Piece is extremely popular anyway. I don't know if people like there's that much of a backlash against Usopp in general by people who read One Piece.
I mean, there's some.
Maybe.
Obviously.
I mean, obviously there's some. I don't know. I just feel like you can understand the racist roots of that, the lips and stuff, and still like I don't know, talk about it. Not that anyone who was getting mad at you was like in the wrong for getting mad at you, but like there's I don't know. I feel like there's more than just a don't draw Usopp conclusion to this.
The original post went even further and said like don't even draw like Japanese characters with lips like that, because it's like still based in the same like depiction, which I mean I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know the history there. And then they also said like but it's okay if the character isn't human, and then they showed like Phoebos, the Pokemon who has big lips.
Yeah, I was a little confused about that, because like
it was a little confusing.
Drawing lips that have a like an outline. I think the understandable way to describe it is like lips that have a consistently thick outline all the way around. Like they're not like they're very cartoony and not realistic because lips have like a in the middle they're the thickest and at the edges they're thinner. Like that doesn't necessarily have to come from a racist black caricature place. Just because that did exist. Like not everybody who draws that lip on like a Pokemon necessarily thinks of that as the way to draw things. You know, it's like
maybe
it's more complex, but like I totally respect anyone who just doesn't like looking at that for that reason.
It makes me sad. It probably makes lots of people sad that like Usopp has this, like his depiction has this kind of like sort of connotation to him. Like that's a real drag. And I don't like it. Yeah. It makes me wanna just makes me wanna the do a colonialism real bad. Just makes me wanna
Psycholonialism.
You should finish Psycholonials. I want to talk about Psycholonials. Even though I don't know if I have that much I don't know if I have that much to say about it. Other than just that I like it and I'm looking forward to more of it, and I'm not sure where the story is going. There are some things that are funny that I would like to point out with interest and go, haha, did you notice this? Later. But I don't know. You're on chapter 1. I think it gets pretty cool from there. I was already into it by chapter 1. At the end, I was like, end of chapter 1, I was like, I didn't expect it to go here. But it did. I've told people that I'm reading it, and I get a lot of skeptical replies that are like, oh, Hussey thinks he's gonna tell a story now after what he did? I don't think so. Or like, oh, there's no way that Hussey can keep up with a release schedule. And I'm like, no,
I said that.
You weren't the only one, though. You weren't the only one. But I think he can. I think he can do it.
Well, definitely now seeing it, being like, oh, this is just like very low key. Like I feel like he probably put together the entire thing himself, aside from the music.
Yeah,
like coding it and everything, because it's very simple looking, very simple feeling.
Yeah.
But it's writing, and he's good at that.
Yeah. It's
Oh, you know, one thing about it that I noticed is that Z is she looks like Punk because she wears a purple dress and she has black hair, and
she does look a lot like Punk, actually. True.
I feel like this is like maybe it's definitely an irrational thing because it doesn't matter at all, really. But every time somebody has a character design that is even similar to one of mine that I've already made, I'm like, shit.
I call my lawyer. I get my lawyer on the phone and I say, how much can we squeeze them for?
It's not that sort of angle. It's like, shit, I've sat on this character design for too long. I didn't become famous yet. Now people are going to think they came up with that idea first and I'm a copycat. They're going to think that I'm copying this Z character.
Okay. All right, here's what you do. You get screenshots, you get receipts, right? You show like, oh, I posted Bale Jape in, summer of 2019 or whatever it was. That's a year
17? Huh? It was a while ago.
Oh, that long ago. God.
Maybe actually no. I don't know. 2018 probably.
So it's like, I posted it before. And, Psycholonials is clearly just a Bale Jape ripoff, and I want my fucking royalties.
It's like, I don't know. It's not that it's worth, like, bringing up, but if any people see this first, and then find, like, if, I don't know, Bale Jape gets big, if I use Punk again, then they'll be like, this reminds me of that thing, and I will have to be like, either explain, like, actually, I could have thought of it first. I thought of purple with black long hair.
I thought of putting a girl in a purple shirt first, actually. So
it was a purple dress with like black tights, which Punk has. It's the case. It just is the case. They're gonna ruin me. They're gonna cancel me for sure. They're gonna destroy me. They're gonna say you just are copying Hussey at every turn.
I had a girl in purple back in 2018. You're insane. You're crazy. You can't remember the past. I'm gonna gaslight you over it now. There was never a girl with a pumpkin head. That's ridiculous. Like, who would even? I don't remember any such thing. You imagined all that.
No,
I made Bale Jape.
No. and then you post that one fan art you did.
Yeah,
and it was like, this came out like years before you were born. I was like, no, this can't be the truth.
And yet it is. Okay, next voicemail is called Your Name is Spade Slick. 3, 2, 1, go.
I hate a moral coward, one who lacks a manly spark. I just detest a man afraid to go home in the dark. I always spend my evening where there's women, wine, and song. But like a man, I always bring my little wife along. I'm a member of the midnight crew. I'm a night owl and a wise bird too. Home with the milk in the morning, singing the same old song. Rise with the moon, go to bed with the sun. Early to bed and you miss all the fun. Bring your wife in trouble, it will never trouble you. Make her a member of the midnight crew.
Thanks for the voicemail.
I like that. I've never been good at singing it, though.
Eleazar, make those all line up so it doesn't sound like shit. Thank you.
Do it.
Please. Next one is called Lou. 3, 2, 1, go.
In my talons, I shape Nate's cock, fucking him as I poof. Around me is a burgeoning empire of silicone. From my throne room, lines of cum careen into the skies of Earth. My winds will become lightning bolts that devastate Nate's ass. Out of the chaos, he will run and whimper, praying for me to end his tedious anarcho-capitalism. I am drunk with this vision. Nate fucker. The title suits me well.
Yeah. Nice.
There should be an Earthbound about the Nate fuckers.
Like you play as a group of 4 Nate fuckers on your way from region to region to fuck every Nate.
No. You play as a group of Nates, and the Nate fuckers are all the enemies.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I feel ya.
It's like Yoshi's island with all the Yoshis, but there's just Nates instead. What's the Nintendo 60 like Yoshi's Story where you can lose the Yoshis? And you can't get them back.
Yeah, the one where you collect fruit and it goes in like the border all around the screen.
Yeah, it'll be like that, except when you lose a Nate, the Nate gets fucked.
Ooh yeah. So really, you just want to lose all the Nates as fast as possible. That's how I thought you won. Next voicemail is called Meaningfully Content. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I've
Voice grail?
Wait. You can't voice grail something just because it was surprisingly terrible.
He fucked it up so bad. Okay. Next one is called Name My poo-poo fart noise. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello. Regarding Golden Witch's new name, I gotta say Digi rolled up the tongue really well because it was like a nice little 2-syllable thing. And while just mumbling the name, for some my brain came up with G-Witch, Jiwi. Doesn't that sound like a lot more?
I mean, she's got Trixie
really.
for the short and sweet way to say it.
We've been
or
saying
B.
we've been saying Trixie. Like, I mean, yeah. If she'd always been Trixie and she changed her name to Digi, you'd say, "Oh, but Trixie just rolls off the tongue more. Oh, this new name is so awkward." Jiwi. No, I'm sorry. No, it was a good try, but in the trash.
Yeah, Trixie or B. I don't. Those are easy to say. Beatrice.
Yeah,
B.
they're fine. Yeah, they're fine. Okay, next one is called League of Blank Fuckers Incorporated. What could it be? 3, 2, 1, go.
Liam, please suck my dick.
Okay, I will. You know what? I fucking will.
Yeah,
next
it doesn't
one
say
is...
Nate, and there's only 3 asterisks. It could be Ben Fuckers.
Oh, there is... Oh my god, you're right. There is 3 asterisks. No, there can't be. There can't be another league. That's too fucked. There's only room for one League of Fuckers in this town.
The Rowdy Fuckers.
That's right, the Rowdy Fuckers. The next voicemail is from youtube.com/user/DGValentine, who I don't know who that is. 3, 2, 1, go.
Now that the era basically is over, I've been wanting to ask about for Digi / Trixie. Sorry.
Yeah.
What did you ever heard of Digi Valentine? And he has a YouTube channel. He also did like video games and anime and whatever. You heard of him? Thoughts, feelings?
Nope. Never.
Okay, I'll go kill myself now.
Okay.
Okay.
I have started up a video. Okay, talking about Nights into Dreams. Looks like their last upload was like 5 months ago. So this is a real Nate. This is a real Nate style YouTuber, you might say. Doesn't upload. No, I don't know. Whatever. Similar names. Haha. Okay. Next voicemail is called Mingus Sweepgus. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome to video games. I have 1 million hours in Minesweeper.
I love video games.
I've played it all throughout university, my first shitty job, and my second slightly better job. 90 to 98% of the time, the game gives you perfect information to progress unhindered. It's just a game of attention span and slight logic work. Each number represents the amount of mines around it. Nothing more, nothing less. Ben,
I'm gonna boot up a game right now.
It was very cringe to hear you talk with authority and criticize it
I
without
admitted
actually
this.
understanding
I said
the core
this as
mechanics
much
of the
last
game.
episode.
There will be moments where you're forced to do a 50% shot, but it's a minority of the time in the long run. Those suck,
so it still
but there
happens?
are versions of the game that eliminate that
so you're
entirely.
saying that it is
My personal
luck-based,
favorite
actually.
version is the one on mobile phones called Polished Minesweeper. Its icon is a nice little slick mine on a soft black background. It's got satisfying animation, and that's nice. Goodbye.
Does it have ads though? I don't like mobile apps that are free that have ads. I delete them immediately as soon as I see an ad.
Oh god, I just started up a game and I don't want to play it. Oh god, I hit a mine. Ah! Why would you play this game if you just keep hitting mines?
We should definitely do that thing. The like, I don't know, I can't remember, like a Minesweeper race or like competition to see who can...
Oh, bonus episode?
Yeah, that was the bonus episode idea. Yeah.
You're right. You're right. We should. How do we know who wins? What are the rules?
We'll play Minesweeper, and whoever wins is based, and whoever loses is creamed.
Okay. Does it scores you, right? Like, yeah. Oh no, there's a timer.
Yeah, it like how fast you can do it, and then how correctly you do it, I guess.
It should... I feel like it should keep track of like how many spaces you clear, because like the winner should be the one who clears the most spaces before dying, right? That seems
Maybe. I don't. I haven't looked into it,
obvious.
but we should definitely do something like that.
But it doesn't. It doesn't say. It doesn't keep track of that. It seems like the easiest way to judge who's the best minesweeper. Yeah, we should do that. Okay. Next one is called Trixie. Hey, by the way, I want to say Persona 5 is great. 3, 2, 1, go.
Please don't delete your channel.
Lol.
Is he like running away from a dog?
I don't know, maybe.
Whispering, like running away from a dog. Okay.
It's too late. It's too late. The videos are privated. The views are gone. The comments are gone. It's all been set in motion. Next voicemail. I'll email you my suicide note after. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, my name is Jebediah Brickinson. I will kill myself if Diginae/Trixie will remove her channel. Goodbye.
Well, I mean, the channel's still there. It's just called something different.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
the videos are gone. So
you can't do it. It's on a technicality.
You can't kill. Sorry, you technically can't kill yourself. Whoops. Next voicemail is called Knock Knock Joke. Please play along. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey. Okay. So you saw the name of the voicemail. I'm gonna tell a knock knock joke, and I'll pause for you guys to respond. And it's going to be really cool because it's going to sound seamless-ish, and it's all going to come together, and it's going to be really good. All right.
It's going to be great.
Here we
go.
Can't
wait. Yep.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Sam.
Sam who?
Konnichiwa. Sam Urai. Fuck are you? Benno Sinto-san. Samurai 6. Benno-san 0. Fuck are you? Okay. Until next time. Sayonara.
I've been got. I got that one. Oh no, the tricky samurai has his
the war continues and the weapons only get more technologically advanced.
Yeah. Devious even. Next one is called Bill. 3, 2, 1, go.
Based on what?
Yeah. Nice.
Based on like science, like acids and bases.
Based in reality. Oop, there goes gravity. Oh,
based
he's so sad, but he won't not get mad
molecules
at you.
And the liquids and the test tubes and the phosphorus.
Pipettes and titrations. Yeah. Next voicemail is called Hey, quick question. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, so I barely graduated high school because of my math grade.
Lol.
I became a custodian about 3 years ago. I cleaned toilets at a fucking elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I worked 12-hour shifts regularly to keep up with bills and other payments.
Sure.
I don't know how I will ever move out of my parents' house. I want to make comics, but I'm not good at drawing yet, and I have very little free time. I turned to edibles and alcohol as a form of escapism. Am I missing something? Or do you think this is my lot in life? Thanks.
Why do you have bills if you live with your parents?
Maybe they're asking for rent.
I guess so. Sure.
I mean, you sound young, so I wouldn't say that's it. And if you have an idea you want to make comics, it'll just be a matter of time if you put the time in to learn how to draw.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would that's what I would start doing if that's what you want to do. I mean, I hope you're practicing. If you're thinking of doing something like that. The definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I don't know, man. I can't tell you what's gonna do it for you, but you gotta try mixing your life up in various ways and just see what happens until something sticks that is maybe a little better than what you got going on right now. Sorry, I can't be any more specific than that.
Yeah,
But everyone's journey is their own to take on this
everyone's
wild
like if you
world
don't
of
have a lot of
ours.
time, you don't have no time. So you should just allocate time to the practicing, and over time you will get to a point where you can maybe make comics. It really is like you know, the pathway is always the same. It's just like difficult depending on your situation. And if you have no time to do it, it's more difficult than if you did it when you were at school, but you can still do it.
In the meantime, try and, I don't know. I'm surprised that you have to work 12-hour days to pay your bills while living with your parents. I don't know. Maybe you could find like a roommate situation that would be cheaper, and then you could have more free time. I don't know. Think about how to keep costs down so that you can get away with doing less labor. I guess would be maybe you already did that, but if you haven't thought about it, which I'm sure you have, never mind. Fuck. Nah, no, actually, you know what? Give up. No, just give up. That's what I would say. Okay. Next one is called Ore no Sad Stonks Monogatari. 3, 2, 1, go.
Since we're all still talking about our stupid stock stories, I guess I'll talk about my own.
Please.
A couple years back, I started investing in this company called Bilibili, which is the parent company that owns a game called Azure Lane, which is basically just another mobile FAP game. And I wanted to invest because I knew they were going to make gangbusters someday. But then I saw some other stock called Aurora Cannabis, and they were really cheap. So I was like, yeah, let's put my money in there instead. And so you can guess what happened. Bilibili is now like $120 something last I checked, when it was like 17 when I was going to go in. And meanwhile, my weed money is just floundering and not doing anything. So stocks are fucking stupid. Just don't do it.
Why did you change course so much? You could have diversified. Instead, you went all the way in on something else. I guess maybe you didn't have a lot of money to throw around.
Yeah, like buying, if you keep buying and selling, like you're more likely to come out behind, because like like every transaction has fees associated with it. Like you're more likely to do well buying and holding. I mean, unless the stock you've got is just like you're sure that it's going to tank, and then sell. This reminds me, talking about FAP games reminds me. Did you see do you know Grums?
Nope.
Grums is a guy, I guess he worked on World of Warcraft. I don't know what his deal is, but I see him on Twitter every now and then saying some really stupid shit about the culture war. And this week he made a tweet that was like, you could never sell Conker's Bad Fur Day today. Like they couldn't make it today. Totally oblivious to the fact that literally you can buy it right now. And I hate it.
You couldn't sell that today because nobody plays platform games.
I mean, people bought Ukulele.
Well, not that many people. It was a Kickstarter hype thing.
And then, I just looked again, and now 2 hours ago he tweets, 3 days later, and people are still upset at me for making a video game tweet. Get over it. I fucking hate this guy. I fucking hate him so much. You should just admit you were wrong. You said a thing and it was wrong, and you come back and you're like, people are mad at me because I said something that was wrong. Pfft, Get over it. Like, I hate you. I fucking hate people like this. What a piece of shit. Oh my god. I don't know. But like, I don't know. A lot of people commented like, you can like, what do you mean you couldn't sell Conker's Bad Freddy? You can buy porn. You can buy porn games on Steam. Like, shit hasn't been censored. It just hasn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't get it. I should stop looking at Twitter. I've probably said that every week for like 2 years now. But maybe this week I'll do it. Maybe this week I'll finally quit looking at Twitter.
Maybe you could make like a stupid game of it and see like every week we'll check in on Ben Sane, see if you've been on Twitter. It'll be a corner of the show.
Ooh.
Has Ben Sane tweeted? Has he been on that tweeter?
If you see me tweeting or liking on Twitter, send a voicemail saying fuck you, saying oh you fucked up, saying oh you're an idiot. Don't actually do that. That would be really annoying. Okay, next voicemail is called Hi Ben. 3, 2, 1, go.
We need to get Nate to go into Trixie's computer, hack it with his elite programming skills.
Get that baby out of here.
Release the lecture.
I agree. Nate should go on a fucking secret mission.
Nate should go on a Matrix. He's got the sunglasses. He just needs the trench coat.
Nate should send Michelle in as a secret operative to distract the residents of the Trixie house, and then sneak in behind the scenes and extract the data on a disk drive and upload it directly into the mainframe. Is what I think should happen, in my opinion. Next voicemail is called Hi Ben 2. 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, is Davu still alive? I'm beginning to worry about him.
Yeah, Davu's still alive.
Yeah. Do you not follow her on Twitter or Davu.com?
She has a website?
Yeah. She's had one for years. She's been making posts on it occasionally about her games and stuff. I think she made... Yeah, she did. She made a video game instead of a vlog. It was like a glog, she called it. Which is an update, but in the form of a interactive experience. So if you want to know what Davu's going on about, check that out.
This is not...
I don't think it's Davu.com.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there is a website called Davu.com, and it is a game developer's website, but it's like definitely not...
yeah, I remember typing Davu.com and getting that, and I was confused. But yeah,
I wonder if it's thedavu.com? The Yeah, this is it. Last updated February 9th. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what they were working on. I guess they're making a new game. That's kind of cool. The last one, did you play the one that was like a little puzzler?
I did, yeah. That was pretty good.
Purple one? Yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty short.
Hex game.
Yeah, that was yeah. Oh, Chamber of Hex. That's right.
Chamber of
Hex.
Hex.
Autonomous
Hex game
was really
is completely
good.
different.
Autonomous was really good. Chamber of Hex was fine, small. I'm okay. I guess the new game is called Chiaro? Chiaro? It looks like another walk around. I don't know what genre you would call adventure game?
Wait, where are you looking?
I'm looking at thedavu.com.
Oh yeah, finally announced the game Chiaro I've been working on.
Gameplay trailer. Oh, yeah.
It's called stuff about the game is called Something City. Like Autonomous and Chamber Hex, it's going to be a top-down adventure game. You must explore two realms: one peaceful realm of colorful losers and another dangerous realm of chaos and madness.
Why does this look so awesome? I love it.
I like Davu's style.
Yeah, me too.
I've always even the funny little drawings she would put in Digi's videos.
Yeah. Hang out in my house, Glog #1. Free to download on itch.io at thedevu.itch.io/glog-1. Okay. Well, I won't watch any more of that right now. I might check that out later. Next voicemail is from Ritsu Zizix. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey PCP, I wanted to know your guys' thoughts about NFT and crypto art, because you've been talking a lot about Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff, and NFTs have been really big lately. So what do you think? Will you sell any? Thanks.
Those are, as far as I know, NFT, fungible token, and crypto art it's like a token that is a token of authenticity. This is the only one of these that can exist, and they are assigned to things to give them a seal of this is the image, and if you copy paste it will not have this token. So if you want the genuine article, then you have to buy it from me. You can't copy paste it. Okay. I think that's the idea, and people are making a lot of money selling things, art, I guess.
But an image is just data. Can't you just copy the data?
Well, I don't know. I think the token doesn't allow for you to just copy it. That's why it's like that.
Okay.
Some sort of technical wizardry.
I'm just saying, I mean, I can kind of understand how you could make a token that is linked to something like an image, say, that is, non-fungible, I guess. But if it's linked to an image, to display an image, the computer has to be able to access its data, and therefore that data could be copied. So I don't know, it just seems like a stupid gimmick.
It is a stupid gimmick. You could absolutely just copy whatever it is and you could display it and it would look exactly the same. But if somebody checked the metadata for that thing,
it wouldn't be
it would not have the token.
It wouldn't be non-fungible. Yeah. Awful. I think it's just terrible. I don't know about. I've been hearing that crypto, I guess, is really terrible for the environment, and I guess it's because the mining process now is complicated enough that mining a new Bitcoin takes astronomical amounts of energy.
Yeah.
In computing power.
I've heard that as well.
Lol.
And so I don't know whether this, I guess it must, if it's making people upset about that, it must be generating additional, aside from cryptocurrency, it will be creating additional waste of energy just to make this stuff, these tokens.
I guess so.
So yeah, I despise it. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And if it's bad for the environment, then there's all the more reason to not entertain anyone who has these things. But people are stupid, so it's not a surprise that it's making money.
Okay, but I mean, crypto would be okay for the environment. It's just that our sources of energy are bad for the environment, right? It's because we rely on non-replenishable fossil fuel that makes it bad.
Yes, greenhouse gases are the end result, bad reason for using energy.
Yeah.
We're not at a stage where we're totally carbon neutral, so
yeah. But if we were carbon neutral, then crypto wouldn't be any worse for the environment than anything else, I think.
No. If we could just harness the power of the sun, if we could put a cryptocurrency machine on the sun, just uses the heat energy of that somehow.
We build a Dyson sphere, yeah. Hell yeah.
We just get the Bitcoin sent through space to us.
That would be the day. Ooh, imagine all the Bitcoins we could mine if we could harness the sun. Harnessing the sun, and all you do with it is just mine Bitcoin.
You put like solar panels all the way around the sun, encasing it completely, blocking out the energy for everyone else, and light and everything, and the entire solar system becomes dark. But you're rich.
Nice. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? That's what I'm in it for. Oh, someone just told me to stop being racist on Twitter. But it wasn't in response to that other thing.
What else did you do?
It was because someone was complaining that it's what the fuck? Someone said that it's gross to call Senator Sinema a bitch just because she voted against the minimum wage. And I called them a piss rag. I called them a sopping wet piss rag. And then someone replied to me to say, stop being racist. Which, you know what? I don't know if I can take this person entirely seriously. Lol. Because that was a white person. That was a fucking white person that I called a piss rag, so I'm good. I'm solid. Based. Next voicemail is called There is a Spider in My Rectum. Hee hee. 3, 2, 1, go.
Previously on the Procrastinators podcast. Fuck are you, Benno Sentosan? And now, the thrilling conclusion. Fuck are you, Benno Sentosan? Okay, until next time, sayonara.
Thank you. Wow. Wow.
True.
Sad but true. Next one is called Sincere Engineer. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey Gib, if you like girl emo music, check out the band Sincere Engineer. They're pretty new and super cool.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna Google them. Oh no, they're cringe. Sorry.
What? How do you know?
No. If you don't know, then I can't explain it to you. I'm sorry.
Well, I went on Spotify to look them up.
Oh.
So if you saw an image, I didn't see it.
I see some images of a girl who I guess is the band. So there we go. Cringe though. Oh, should I reply to this guy?
She's got a Dave Grohl smile.
Dave Grohl?
I don't know why. Something about that cheek combination reminds me of Dave Grohl smiling.
I kinda see it a little bit. Is it worth responding to this guy with a bunch of question marks? I'm gonna do it. This guy that told me to stop being racist. I'm gonna do it. I'm engaging. I'm gonna give him 6 question marks in a row. There,
oh my god.
There we go. Yeah, deal with it.
How could you do something so controversial yet so brave?
Deal with it, sucker. Ugh. Okay. Very based. Next voicemail. Okay. Erarare, Bear and the Clusterpunk Orchestra present hashtag RIP RIPCP. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm supposed to be drowning right now.
I forget.
Was that like the theme? I think I heard the theme in there.
I guess so. Did we leave off where Cyborg was drowning? I don't remember. Someone give me a refresher. Someone give me the Cliff's Notes for the Bear versus Cyborg saga. Next one is called Erarare and Bear's Missile Maelstrom Catastrophe. 3, 2, 1, go.
Konnichiwa, guys. I'm supposed to be drowning right now, but I'm not drowning because I'm floating. Bear and I are currently stranded at sea. Someone from the voicemails left us here. Join us for a PCP mystery, cause when we find them it will be a clusterfuck missile maelstrom monopoly.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard Daft Punk is exploded. Daft Punk ended.
I heard that goodbye video they made was actually like from something. Like it wasn't an original Daft Punk. Like it existed before the announcement.
I didn't know that. I was just saying this guy could probably do the voice of Daft Punk. He could bring him back.
We could weekend at Bernie's. We could weekend at Bernie's Daft Punk if we were dedicated enough. But we're not. Based. Next voicemail is called ETFs and Index Funds. 3, 2, 1, go.
So an index fund is just a pool of money that follows an arbitrarily defined index, which can be the S&P 500. It could be wheat stocks. It could be cryptocurrencies. It could be just about anything. So when people tell you to invest in index funds, they usually are telling you to invest in indexed S&P 500 ETFs, right? So an ETF is an exchange-traded fund. So that's something you can trade as if it were a stock, right? So, just keep in mind, like you could be a part of like a mutual fund, and you could be putting money into your mutual fund, and that could just be an S&P 500 index. That's not good because mutual funds tend to have very high fees relative to ETFs.
Boring.
So if you want to be like a very conservative long-term investor, you usually just want to make sure you put your money in those low fee ETFs, since they're gonna give you the best long-term rate of return if you're just like a passive investor.
It sounds like this doesn't even have any non-fungible tokens attached to it.
Yeah, where's the funny coin at?
Where's the silly number?
Where's the
code?
memes? Where's the memes at? I can't do it unless there's a meme attached.
I don't even want to make profit unless it's either funny or edgy.
I don't want to make profit unless it's funny, okay?
It's like if at the end of the day, if I can't laugh about it, then what was the point? I say,
but
throwing my money into the sea. Yes. Maybe I'll listen to this again after the show when I don't have to pretend to be too cool for financial information. Next voicemail is called More Like What the Fuck Bang. 3, 2, 1, go.
I know mukbang is a loanword from Korean, but why do we have to keep it in English? It occupies like the same space in my brain as bukkake. It sounds like a gross porn word. It's about like eating, it's supposed to be about eating food on the stream. Oh, it's cool. But no, it has to have a word that makes me think of like the Pokemon muck and cum at the same time. And it's just gross. Just stop. Why? Just eat food stream.
I don't think of cum when I think of the word bang, but I can see why you would.
Mukbang definitely sounds dirty in more ways than one. I agree. I kind of agree. I don't see why we couldn't just have our own word for it. That's like less, I don't know, ugly. I only recently learned what it was, actually. I didn't know until I happened to click on The Right Opinion video about that one guy who does it. The Never-Ending Nightmare of Nico Avocado, I think. I don't know. Maybe you've seen that one floating around the recommends.
The only one I don't even know if this counts as mukbang, but it's one Munchie has posted multiple times because it's really funny. It's this guy, extremely fat white guy,
Oh, no.
eating sloppily eating like an entire chicken.
That is not mukbang. That is like some weird fetish shit.
It's very, very gross, and he puts it in rhythm all the time.
Mukbang is like, I mean, people are eating, but it's mostly about like talking, right? Like it's people talking and eating. Either they're talking to each other or like they're talking to you or something, almost like an ASMR video, right?
I thought it was mostly about the eating.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I thought that the eating was sort of like incidental. Like maybe you'd show up and it'd be like, hey, I'm going to eat all these tacos or something. But like, yeah, they're eating the tacos, but they're like, it's not just them eating the tacos. They're also like engaging you, talking to each other, having a conversation or whatever.
Do you mean that the primary thing is just like feeling like there's a person that you're hanging out with? Because I feel like that's basically all streaming.
I guess so. Like, I mean, it seems like the Nico Avocado video made it seem like all of his mukbangs are like it's him like dishing. It's him basically dishing the drama about all the other mukbangers. Mukbangers. Like it's like come for the food, stay for the
cum.
Stay for the cum. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird word. I don't like it either. Okay. Next one is, it cut me off at the end, but I made my point. Also was drunk. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm here replying to a previous voicemail I heard before regarding how one should measure their recipes. And while I agree that weighing by mass as opposed to volume is the superior method,
it's going to be more accurate.
A lot of American recipes seem to be piecemealed out via volume instead of mass, which creates kind of a catch-22 situation, right? Like, if they are measuring by volume and giving you instructions by volume, how can you accurately measure by mass?
Most recipes that I find online,
you could convert it, but how do you know
volume.
that the volume they have is accurate to that? How do you know? How do you know? It seems like it's imprecise and dumb.
Okay.
And it's a weird thing that we shouldn't have. But at the same time, historically, cookbooks aren't like perfect things you just follow. If you go and you do some research into the cultural context of historic cookbooks, you'll see that a lot of them were kind of assuming you had a base level ideas and they were to give you inspiration or alternatives or various things. They weren't expecting you to know everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I've noticed when I look for a recipe online for something, if it's an American website, it'll be confusing to me because they say things like cups, and I don't know what the fuck a cup is.
Do you not use cups?
Well, no, we use like accurate measurements, like grams and stuff.
Cups are perfectly accurate.
Sometimes there's like use a teaspoon of this, and because it's like not like that necessary to be super accurate. But like I don't know what a cup is. What is a cup?
I
looked it up once.
It's a conversion. There's a simple conversion from cups to milliliters.
What's a cup and a jug and a mug? Cup and a jug and a mug and
I don't know how many.
And a tankard. Like what?
A tank. Okay. It's true. It's true that most recipes that I find online are measured in volume. That's no excuse for me. That's really no excuse for me because I was making up the gummy recipe on my own. But I could have been using mass if I wanted to, and I just was sloppy about it. A cup is I don't know. It's like if you cup your hands together and you kind of scoop, that's like.
What if you got really big or small hands?
Then you're gonna want to drink more, so it works out.
Large hands doesn't equal large stomach fluid.
It does.
Requirement.
It does, actually, statistically speaking, you're
small
wrong.
Hands doesn't. What if you have small hands and a big appetite? What do you do then? You just starve?
Yes. You weren't designed to survive in this world. It's funny that they mention historical recipes. I feel like I watch the occasional old food recipe from the olden. I watch sometimes I'll watch a Townsend's video, and sometimes I'll watch Tasting History with Max Miller, and it's really funny that old recipes don't even say what you're fucking doing. Some of them are just they'll just say yeah, take some milk and mix it with some flour and squeeze it until it becomes goo, and that's it. That's all you get. Yeah, just throw enough sugar on it that you think it looks good. It's okay, I guess I will. and
they use rumors from the time that only they would have known.
Yeah,
yeah. Jerry down the road, if you cut him in to 32 pieces, that's how much milk you put in.
They don't even specify though. They'll literally just say yeah, take some stuff, add some,
a pinch of this, a punch of that, a slap of this, a scrape of this,
a fuck of ooze, and a dollop of tea, stir and
a
simmer.
spitful of gravy. I don't know. Just put everything in a bowl and hope.
Boil it. Put it in a pot. Boil it. Drink.
Doesn't matter what it is. That's just every recipe.
That's how you that's how you get optimal nutrition, and you make sure that you don't waste anything. Because then it all goes into flavoring the broth. And then you're good as gold. What did I try to do? I tried to make some... Oh, I tried to make not cucumber. I tried to make zucchini chips. And I tried to sort of brine them a little bit. I cut a cucumber and I put salt and water in a vat, and I just kind of slosh the cucumber slices around in this salt water, and then I bake them, and it was too salty. It was way too much, and I crunched it and I said, ugh. But then I ate all of them anyway. Yep. Because I had to use my zucchinis because they were starting to get moldy. Anyway, last voicemail is called P Court P Prologue. 3, 2, 1, go.
Please remain seated because we couldn't afford the sound effects for the Honorable Judge. Case 69, nice. The PC people versus Tishepi. He has been charged with impersonating a voice gorilla.
Impersonating a voice gorilla is a serious crime, Tishepi. Voice jail might be laying you off lightly. Might have to send you to Tommy J.A.O. However, this is a court after all. In accordance with PCP law, all non-immediate jail voicemailers shall be given a trial. Alright, fellas. In line with Northern North laws, established in insufferable social media argument of the podcast, this trial shall run no longer than 3 podcast episodes. Sorry,
Could you understand that?
No. Also, tear down the wall.
Tear down the wall. Was there a wall mentioned?
No. It's the ending of Pink Floyd's The Wall. You know that's that album.
Oh, by Doug Walker.
No.
Yeah. I've never seen either the original or the Doug Walker version.
Well, you listen to it because it's an album.
Yeah, but there's a movie.
Sure, I've never seen the movie. I've seen
okay.
bits of it.
No, I've never listened to the album. I mean, I've heard songs from it.
But yeah, the end is the court, and there's the big fat guy, and he's like, I am the big fucking judge, and I say tear down the wall. That is, the thematic wall from the album, and it's like, everyone's like, we should do that.
Yeah.
Pog, tear down the wall.
Pog. Yeah, okay.
And chat goes
I'm
wild,
interested.
and they tear down the wall.
The Twitch chat went crazy when that album dropped. Oh boy. Okay, well, I'm sure whatever decision this fucking too deep to understand judge made was great.
It was the emperor from 300 Spartans. Remember that guy? Persian Empire man.
Xerxes?
Leonidas said, "This is Sparta," but he didn't say it to that guy.
Oh yeah. He's like,
I am the Persian
tall
emperor.
man. You, Leonidas, I will fuck you and your men. And he said, not today, foreigner. And he shot him. I remember that. Okay. That was the last voicemail.
The end.
We're free. We should do the fucking bonus. We'll do Minesweeper bonus soon. We'll release some fucking rad content soon, hopefully. I'll have done a fucking Shekels for Heckles Noida edition this week on Wednesday. If you're listening now, you missed it, you nerd. Send us a voicemail at speakpipe.com/PCP voicemail. Subscribe for bonus episodes at patreon.com/theprocrastinators. Anything else?
No, nothing.
Okay. Thanks for listening. Have a happy week of March.
Goodbye. Wait, I don't know why you're saying it so strangely.